Living in an environment of hyperinflation can be challenging, and it can make it difficult to afford even basic necessities. In such a situation, it's essential to be strategic and practical about what you choose to spend your money on. Here are 11 things that I would never buy under current hyperinflation. 1. Books. While reading is a fantastic pastime, books can be quite expensive, especially if you're buying them new. In a hyperinflationary environment, the cost of books can rise even further, making them an unaffordable luxury. In such a situation, I would recommend borrowing books from the library or buying them second-hand. Many websites and bookstores specialize in selling used books, which can be just as good as new ones. The important thing is to ensure that the content is still relevant and valuable. 2. New cars. A new car can be a significant expense, and in a hyperinflationary environment, the cost of a new car can be astronomical. Instead of buying new, I would recommend purchasing a used car that is in good condition. A used car can still provide reliable transportation at a fraction of the cost of a new one. When purchasing a used car, it's essential to do your research and ensure that you're getting a good deal. You may also want to consider getting a mechanic to inspect the vehicle before making a purchase. 3. Souvenirs. Souvenirs can be a fun way to remember a trip, but they are often overpriced and not particularly useful. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to prioritize spending money on necessities rather than on trinkets that will ultimately just take up space. If you want to buy a souvenir, consider something small and meaningful, such as a postcard or a locally made item that you can use regularly. 4. Items on sale. While it can be tempting to stock up on items that are on sale, it's important to remember that even discounted items can still be expensive in a hyperinflationary environment. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if you really need the item and if it's truly a good value. It's also essential to remember that not all sale items are created equal. Some may be more valuable than others, so be sure to do your research before making a purchase. 5. High-maintenance beauty treatments. Beauty treatments like manicures, pedicures, and haircuts can be expensive, especially if you're going to a high-end salon. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to prioritize basic self-care over these more indulgent treatments. Instead of going to a salon, consider doing your own nails or hair at home. There are many tutorials and resources available online that can help you achieve a professional-looking result at a fraction of the cost. 6. Fine jewelry. While jewelry can be a lovely luxury, it's often overpriced and not a necessity. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to prioritize spending money on more practical items. Instead of buying fine jewelry, consider purchasing jewelry made from less expensive materials, such as sterling silver or gold-plated items. These items can still be beautiful and stylish, but without the hefty price tag. 7. Excessive holiday decorations. While it can be fun to deck out your home for the holidays, excessive decorations can be expensive and ultimately unnecessary. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to focus on enjoying time with loved ones rather than on extravagant decorations. Instead, making your own decorations using materials that you already have at home. 8. Processed meats. Processed meats can be convenient and tasty, but they are often more expensive than other protein sources. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to focus on buying nutritious foods that will provide value for your money. Instead of buying processed meats, consider purchasing fresh meats or plant-based proteins, which can be more affordable and offer a wider range of health benefits. 9. Prenups and gifts on Christmas. While prenups and holiday gifts can be important and meaningful, they are often expensive and not a necessity. Instead of buying expensive gifts or hiring a lawyer to draft a prenup, consider alternative ways to show your loved ones that you care, such as spending quality time together or making homemade gifts. 10. Bigger houses. A larger house can be a tempting investment, but it's important to remember that it comes with increased costs. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to focus on affordable housing that will meet your basic needs. Instead of buying a larger house, consider downsizing to a smaller home or apartment, which can be more affordable and easier to maintain. 11. Business class tickets. While business class tickets can be a luxurious way to travel, they are often significantly more expensive than economy class tickets. In a hyperinflationary environment, it's important to focus on affordable travel options that will still get you to your destination safely and comfortably. Instead of buying business class tickets, consider economy class or alternative transportation options, such as trains or buses. In conclusion, living in a hyperinflationary environment can be challenging, but it's important to be strategic and practical about what you choose to spend your money on. By prioritizing essentials and focusing on affordable options, you can still live a fulfilling and enjoyable life without breaking the bank. Remember, it's not about sacrificing quality of life, but rather being mindful of how you spend your money to ensure that you get the most value for your hard-earned cash.